Okay, welcome back to Co-op, and I'm back to where I was when I died last time because of
that never happened.
That never happened. Yeah.
Have you seen Avengers Endgame? You know how there's like a bunch of threads of like different like realities? That was an alternate reality, and this is the main one where we beat Dirkus.
Yeah, that's what would have happened if we actually did black out and never woke up.
Yeah, that alternate reality ended the moment that we lost Dirkus.
Yeah, that was the moment we realized that we would never become a Pokemon master.
We didn't live up to our full potential, and our lives, like that entire reality just ended.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that's scary.
That's deep, dude.
I've been thinking. I think it's fine. I think it's time that we finally tell the story, especially since we're like 20 episodes into Pokemon now. Do you want to tell the story, or I guess we can collaboratively tell the story of that time that you almost involuntarily manslaughtered me as a child?
Okay, well, keep in mind that I'm like what? How old are you? Like 20?
I'm in my 20s. You're a few years older than me, so I would have been.
I don't care. I don't care about my identity. I'm 27.
I would have been like 7 or 8, and you would have been like 10.
Okay, so that you all, everybody do the math, but but like yeah.
I'm now 13.
So he he had like a Power Wheels like car, and
I did.
it was like a 2-seater, and like he was in the passenger, and he had a cape on. And
I used to dress up as superheroes when I was a kid because I didn't like being myself. I had a Batman cape that I wore all of the time.
And like, I just stepped on the pedal, and we started going, and his cape got like hung in the back wheel.
Yeah, it rolled up in the wheel.
It got tangled up in the wheel, and I'm just going. And he's like trying to get my attention, but he can't talk because he's choking. And he's like, and I just look over, and he's like red in the face, like choking out. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it took you maybe because I was being choked. It felt like forever, but like it felt like it took you a long time to realize that the car wasn't moving. Because like my wheel was caught up in it, so like it's like when you're trying to drive in like mud. Like we were just standing still, and you're like, "Why isn't it going anywhere?" And I'm just like, "Ah!" So yeah.
Oh my god.
I blame you for my stupidity because I was still in my developmental stages, and you cut off the blood circulation and oxygen to my brain, which made me stupid.
That's hilarious.
It would have been hilarious if you would have manslaughtered me as a child.
That would have been a different form of hilarious.
Yeah, just
like, oh, rip.
I believe it would have been suiting for me. Die by being choked by a Batman cape and a battery-operated Jeep. Yeah, most of my memories as a child are primarily remembered due to just being terrified. Like a lot of my memories are just like times when I thought that I was like going to die, and I remember that because I thought I was going to die.
Most of my memories as a child just being borderline on the edge of death, looking directly in the face of death.
I mean, honestly, dude, like that, having the oxygen supplies like shut off to my brain, that freaked me out. There was a time I got smacked in the forehead with a metal baseball bat. That's probably also why I'm stupid. That I remember that because it was scary. I got hit in the chest with a baseball one time, and it knocked the breath out of me and made me black out for like 2 seconds. That freaked me out. see, like most of my memories are just me being completely traumatized.
That's awesome, dude. That's the best childhood story I've ever heard.
Which one? You almost killing me?
The entirety of it, just the outlook of it.
I mean, I'm sure you've had times in your life as a kid where you thought you were gonna get like killed, or like you were just like terrified.
Oh, dude, there was one time that I was actually at Scotty's, and his mailbox was across the road, and I'm walking back, and I just happened to look over, and a car is like coming around the curve there, like right at me, and I just happened to like jump to the side like last second.
Oh shoot!
So that was like probably the closest I've came to death, if I had to assume.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I remember. This doesn't necessarily have to do with being scared or anything, but since we're talking about stories of when we were younger, I remember Scotty telling me actually a story about you in high school. I don't remember the full context of it, so I hope you will know what I'm talking about. But like something was going on, and like you hid yourself in a locker for like a really long. Yeah. Okay. What's that story? I forget.
No, it was. I think it was in technically. I was in 7th grade, so like middle schoolish, and
okay.
And my teacher went out of the room, and I snuck over. His room was right beside mine, and I snuck over to that room and like hid in the locker, and while his teacher wasn't looking, and he goes, he was like, "Hey, Miss," whatever her name was. I seen a spider or something crawl up in the locker. We go check on it, and as she gets up and is like halfway across the room, you know, halfway to me, walking towards the locker, I got a cramp in my leg, and I got a cramp in my leg, and like I go, oh crap. And I like hit the door open. And I like slung the door open and plopped out into the floor, and the whole class just looking at me like laughing. And she even laughed. My teacher walks in there looking for me, and she's pissed off, dude. Like she's got a red face. She's looking at me like mean as hell, and and like and she took me directly to the principal, like to the office, the principal's office, and we told the story and everything, and the principal just cracked up. Like he just laughed about it, and she's sitting there pissed off as hell, and he just looks at the situation and laughs at it, and she's just sitting there looking dumb because everybody laughed about it.
Man, God.
Yeah,
so can we catch that? Can we catch that Ferfetch'd? I remember this time in high school too, but like. I mean, I was always like pretty like good in school in general. Like I don't know, I was always just, I guess, like the good kid or whatever. But like I remember in middle school, there was this kid that was like, he was one of those kids where it's just like some days they act like your friend, and then another day, depending on who they're hanging out with, like they'll make fun of you to look cool, that type of thing. And so, like, he was hanging out with, like, that group of friends, and, he'd make fun of us, like, all the time, like, me and some of my other friends. And so, like, I'm not going to say his last name, but, like, his last name kind of rhymes with waffles.
I'm not going to tell you his last name, but his last name is.
Here's his social security number. But, like, his last name kind of rhymed with waffles. So we're like, yeah, like, screw you for making fun of us. Like, haha, your last name's whatever. And he got butthurt about it. And, like, threw a rock at my face. And I was like, okay. Here, I'm going to throw a rock at your face. And so then he went and told on me for making fun of his last name and throwing rocks at him, failing to mention the fact, you know, that he was doing it as well. And then I got in trouble for it, and the principal screamed in my face and was just like, how would you like it if somebody made fun of your last name? And I was just like, If it was funny, I wouldn't care. And second of all, I don't have a last name, so joke's on you.
Oh yeah, something funny about Fury Cutter is when I was a kid, I used to call it Furry Cutter. Oh my god.
That's what it's called when I get a haircut.
HM01 cut. This is received from Charcoal Man. After capturing his Ferfetch'd in the Ilex Forest.
Okay.
Yeah, so we gotta go get Ferfetch'd.
I know, but I've talked to him like 30 times. Maybe I have to keep talking to him.
We gotta... Maybe he gives you a net or something to catch Ferfetch'd with.
Okay. My last repel. Yeah, I'm thinking I need like a...
I like how his name's Charcoal Man.
I knew it had something to do with Farfetch'd. I just can't.
That's the most inefficient superhero ever. Charcoal Man.
Find out next time how we catch the Farfetch'd and find Charcoal Man. Bye.